Hello students, today I'm going to start that your exercise 3C, which is based on a multiplication of decimals, and I hope that you have completed that exercise 3A and 3B properly in your classwork as well as your homework copy. So now today's topic is multiplication of decimals, multiplication of decimals. In this one, a few rules are there. I want to explain one by one, which is helpful for solving your exercise 3C. Exercise 3C. After completing this rules, then after I'm going to start your exercise 3C. So your rule is, first one is a multiplication of a decimal number by a 10. First rule is rule number 1. Rule number 1. If you multiply a decimal by a power of 10, if you multiply a decimal number, multiplication of decimals by a power of 10, means that 10 to the power 1 means 10, 10 to the power 2 means 100, 10 to the power 3 means 1000, 10 to the power 4 means 10,000. Okay, 10 to the power 5 means there is a 50 after 1. So 1 lakh, like that. If you multiply any decimals by a power of 10, it's very easy, students. What is the rule after that? If you multiply with in any decimal by 10, 100, 1000, your decimal point shifted from left to right. If there is a 10, then it shifted 1 point to the right side. If 20, it shifted 2 point to the right side. If it is 30, your decimal point shifted 3 points to the right side. For example, 25.75 is multiplied by 10. First one is, if you multiply with 10, your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. Write the digit 2575. Increase, there is a 10, you will write 10 there, and then after you will count your decimal number from the right side. There is a 2 decimal places. You will count 2 number from the right side, 1 and 2. Then after you will put the decimal. Or if you remember that rule, if you multiply with 10, your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. This one is also your answer, 257.5. Okay, so your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. Same number, if you multiply with 100, your decimal point shifted 2 point to the right side. 257,500. Here is the 2 decimal places. Count 2 number from the right side and put the decimal points. So your answer is 2575.00, means that you will remove this 0. Okay. And if you multiply any decimal number by 1000, suppose 1.758. If you multiply with 1000, then your decimal point shifted 3 point to the right side, because there is 30, decimal point shifted 3 point to the right side. Okay, so your answer is 1758.00 or 1758. After points, only zeros are there, you can remove that 0 and write the integral parts only. Suppose one more example, if I take this one, 0.758 multiply by 10. 0.758 if it's multiplied by 10, then your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. There is a 1 0, so your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. So your answer is 7580. There is a 3 decimal, so count 3 number and put the decimal. Your answer is a 7.580, or without increasing 0, your answer is a 7.58. This one is also correct. Only this one is difference between this one. It is unlike, if you increase 0, then it is a like decimals. Okay. So this is a multiplication of a decimal by a power of 10. So your decimal point shifted from left to right according to the number of zeros in the multiplication. Second is rule is, if you multiply two decimal numbers, if you multiply a decimal number by a whole number, okay, like listen students, multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. Multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. In this one decimal number, for example 2.5 is multiplied by 5. Suppose a decimal number is multiplied by a whole number. Very easy. First you simple multiply without decimal. You will multiply. Take this 2.5 as a 25 and multiply with 5. 5 5 is a 25, 2 carry, 5 2 is a 10, 125. This is the multiplication of a two whole number. Okay. Then after, it's very important. Okay. 25 is multiplied by 5. You get it 125. This is the product of a two whole number. But if you take this one as a product, this is the whole number product. 2.5 is multiplied by 5 is equal to, here is, you see this in your decimal number, there is a 1 decimal points, there is a 1 decimal place. So in your product you will count your number from the right side. Here is a 1 number, so you will count 1 number from the right side and put the decimal points. So your answer is 12.5. Any problem, students? Listen carefully. First you multiply both the number as a whole number, and then after you will put the points in your product by counting the decimal places in your decimal number. So in this one there is a 1 decimal place in your decimal number, so you will count 1 number from the right side of. So students, in this one 2.5 is multiplied into 5, you will get it 12.5. Your answer is 12.5. I will take one more example. So suppose same number, I will take one more example. Here is 1.20 is multiplied by 25. So multiply these two number. One is a decimal number and one is a whole number. So your rule is a multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. Okay. So 120 you can take as a whole, multiply 25, 0, 5 2 is a 10, 1 carry, 5 1 is a 5, 1, 6, 0, 2 2 is a 4, 2 2 is a 2 1 is a 2, 0, 0, 6 5 10. What you will get it? 3000. Okay. 3000. So what the product you will get it? 1.2 25, you get it 3000. Okay. So here is a 2 decimal points. 2 decimal points. So you will count 2 number from the right side and put the decimal point in your product. Easy now. If you multiply a decimal by a whole number, first you multiply both the number as a whole, and then after, according to your decimal number, you can find the decimal places in your decimal number. There is a 2 decimal places, so you will count 2 number in your product from the right side and put your decimal points. And one more thing I want to tell in this one, multiplication of a multiplication of decimals by a power of 10 or multiplication of a decimal by a power of 10. Students, suppose if you multiplying 1.7 with 100, Okay, 1.7 is multiplied by 100. Very easy, student. Here is a 20. Your decimal point shifted 2 point to the right side now. According to the rule, your decimal point shifted 2 point to the right side. But here is only 1 point and here is a 20. So very easy. You write this as it is. Okay. And then here is a 1 decimal points. Here is a 1 decimal point. So you will count one number from the right side and put the decimal points. But according to the rule, if there is a 20, your decimal point shifted 2 point to the right side. One more rule is that one. 1.7. Here is a 20. Here is a 1 decimal points. So you can change like that. You can increase 1 0 to the right side of your given decimal number. Okay. If it is 30, then you will use one more 0 in this one. Okay. And then after it is easy. Okay. You get it 170. So any doubt, if you have any doubt related to this one or this one, you will ask in your through your campus care. Now the third rule is multiply. Now the third rule is a multiplication of two decimals. Multiplication of two decimals. Listen, students. If you multiply two decimal number, suppose 2.3 is multiplied by 1.5. Your example is 2.3 is multiplied by 1.5. Very easy. Take this number as a whole number without the decimal points. Here 2.3 I will write this 23 and 1.5 I will write this 15. Multiply this one. 5 3 is 15, 1 carry 5 2 is 10, 1 11, 1 3 is 3, 1 2 is 2. Add this one 5 4 3. What you will get it? You will get this one by multiplication. You will get this 345. This is the product of these two numbers. If you multiply 2.3, if you multiply 2.3 into 1.5, 3 4 5, product of a whole number. And then your rule is, here is a 1 decimal place, 1 decimal place, here is also 1 decimal place. Add this two decimal places in add this decimal places in two decimal numbers. Here is 1 plus 1 2. So you have a 2 decimal places by adding the decimal places of given decimal numbers. So then after, you will count 2 numbers from the right side of your product. You will count 2 numbers in your product from the right side and put your decimal points. So your answer is a 3.45. Your answer is a 3.45. Any problem, students? One more example. Suppose if you multiply in 0.25 is multiplied by 0.5. Okay, here is the 2 decimal points, here is a 1 decimal points. First you multiply as a whole number. 25 is multiplied by 5. 5 5 is 125. So what the product you will get it after multiplying? 0.25 is multiplied by 0.5. You get it 125. Okay. So but here is a 2 decimal places. Here is a 1 decimal. Total is, in addition you will add this decimal places. So 2 and 1, 3 decimal places. You will count 3 number from the right side of in your product from the right side and put the decimal. So 1 2 3. Here is a decimal. And before decimal, if there is no any number, there is no any integral part, you will use 0. So your answer is a 0.125. If any doubt related to this, there are 3 rules of a multiplication: how to multiply a decimal number with the 10, and then after a decimal number with a whole number, and how to multiply 2 decimal numbers. And same process you can use it more than 2, like a 3 4 decimal numbers. If you are multiplying same as it is, you can use this rule. Okay, so now I'm going to start your exercise. Hello students, this is your exercise 3C. First question is a multiplication, multiply this one by 10. Second question is multiply by 100, and question number third is multiply by 1000. So according to the rule, only these questions you will solve in your classwork copy, and the remaining from question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3 you will do it in your HW copy. So it is very easy, students. First question is 1.8 is multiplied by 10. So according to the rule, if you multiply with any decimal number with a power of 10, your decimal point shifted right side according to the number of 0. So here is the 10, so your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. So your answer is 18. 18 or 18.0. You will write it 18 or 18.0. Both are correct, students. Here is a 10, then your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. Your answer is a 6.9, or you will write it 6.90. Okay. Here is a 10, your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. 5. Hello students, now this question number 6, 0.543 is multiplied by 10. So your decimal point shifted 1 point to the right side. So your answer is 543 and 1 point to the right side. Here is the 0.5, so your decimal shifted 1 point to the right side. 5.43 or 5.430. Okay. Same as it is, multiply with 100. There is a 20, so your decimal point 2.1 is multiplied by 100. So there is a 2 rule. You can change this. Here is a 1 decimal points. Here is a 20. So you can use one more 0 in this after this one. Okay, and then you multiply with this one. You get it. Your decimal point shifted 2 point to the right side. You will write like that. 210.00. You remove this 0. So your answer is 210. Or by using your mind, here is a 20. You will multiply. So your product is a 210. Okay. And then 0.1 is multiplied by 100. 2 zeros. So your decimal point shifted 2 point to the right side. So your answer is a 1. 0.3. Here is the 1 decimal place. And here is a 20. So you can change this one 0.30. One more 0 you will add it here and multiply with 100. So there is a 20. So your decimal point shifted 2 point to the right side. 30.0. So what you will get it? So after points only zeros are there. So remove this 0. 30. Or simple, if you have a problem to do like that. So 0.3 is multiplied by 100. Multiply this one 30. Here is the 1 decimal points. Count a decimal number from the right side and put the points there. So your answer is a 30.0, means that 30 only. Same as it is, you will do with this multiply with 1000, 23.56, 23.56. Here is a 30, but here is a 2 decimal numbers. So you can increase 1 0 from the right side in your decimal number and multiply with the given whole number. 1000. Okay, so 23560.00 means your decimal shifted to the right side, 3 point to the right side. So you will get it 23,560. So your answer is 23,560. Here is a 2 numbers, 2 decimal numbers, multiply with 1000. So you can increase 1 0 there, 0.320 and multiply with 1000. So your decimal point shifted 3 point to the right side. So your answer is 320. Your answer is 300. Basically you will get it 320, 30 and 3 decimal numbers. Here you will put this decimal 320.00. So after points only zeros are there. So you can remove that 0. Here is a 0.012 multiplied by 1000. There is a 30. Your decimal point shifted to 3 point to the right side. So your answer is a 112. If you write this 112, nothing is the meaning of this 0. So your answer is a 12. So I think in this first, second and third question, you can do that remaining problem easily in your home, students. Next chapter I am going to tell you that question number 4. Okay. Hello students, question number 4. It is based on a decimal number is multiplied with a whole number. So in this one, you know that how to multiply. Simply you can multiply the whole numbers and you can count the decimal places in your decimal number and put the points in your product from the right side. Okay, so very easy. In this one, 0.3 I will take as a 3 is multiplied into 5. What you will get it? You will get this 15. So very easy. 0.3 is multiplied by 5. So product of these two is equal to 0.3 is multiplied by 5. So the product of 3 and 5 is a 15. So you will write here 15. Here is a 1 decimal points. You can count a decimal number from the right side. One number and then put the points. So your answer is a 1.5. In the second question, 21.6 is multiplied by 14. So very easy. Take this whole number only. 216 is multiplied by 14. Multiply this one. 6 4s are 24. 2 carries. 4 2 6. 6 2s are 8. 1 6 1 2 4 12 8 1 9 10. You get this product is a 3024. Check this one. 6 4s are 24. 2 carries. 6 1 4 1s are 4. 4 2 6. 4 2s are 8. 6 2 1 2. 6 12 8 1 9 10 2 1 3. So the product of this one, what you will get? The product of this one, you will get this 3024. And you see this, here is a 1 decimal number. So you can count one number from the right side and put the decimal. Your answer is 302.4. 302.4. So this multiplication you can do it in your right side of your page, and then after you can write this product, students. This is not a rough work, it is a fair work. You can do it in your right side of your page, this product of this whole numbers, and then after you will write this answer in your left side. Now the third question, student. Now the question number 9 from your question number 4. Question 4, 9th number problem. 0.009 is multiplied by 729. So very easy. So here is the one number is only there. So 9 is multiplied by 729. So don't write like that. You can write this one is 729. You will multiply with 9. 9 9s are 81. 1 carry 8. 1 is written 8 carry. 9 2s are 18 and 8. 26 2 carry. 9 7s are 63 to 65. So your product is 6561. So you will write this your product here 6561. 9 9s are 81, 8 carry. 9 2s are 18 and 8 26 2 carry. 9 7s are 63 to 65. And here, so then after here is a 1 2 3 4 4 decimal points. 4 decimal points. So you can write count 4 number from the right side. 1 2 3 4, and here you will put the decimal points. And before this decimal, if there is nothing, means that if there is no any integral part, you can write 0 there. So your answer is a 0.6561. Hello students, this is the last question of today's video. Okay, so 0.6561 is your answer, and the remaining question, students, you will try to do it in your HW copy. If any types of doubt, if you get it, please ask through your campus care and try to solve that remaining question after that, like a 5 to 10 also. Okay, so in next video I will upload that solution of question number 5 to 10. Okay, thank you students.